Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kirsty Lo, and in today's video I want to do a updated foundation video. So previously, well actually last year, I did a video all about the best full coverage foundations for oily skin. So I want to do a updated take on that video and show you my top 5 best full coverage foundations for oily skin. And if you're new to my channel, I do have really oily skin with texture, acne scarring, pigmentation and redness. Just the full shebang going on my skin. And all of these foundations, they're long wearing, they're non-cakey, and they're full coverage, and they give you that flawless looking skin. So yeah, if you want to know what my top 5 best full coverage foundations for oily skin are, then please keep watching. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, it's really important to prep and moisturize your skin before applying any foundation. So when it comes to moisturizers for oily skin, the one that I like to use is this one. It's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream Moisturizer. It's oil-free and it's fragrance-free. And not only that, it's such a lightweight formula and it's very hydrating, and it just applies onto your skin like an absolute dream. And this makes such a good makeup base as well, and it's really good for oily skin. And after that, it's time to prep your skin with a primer. And why exactly do you need to use a primer, I hear you saying? Well, especially with oily skin, you're more than likely to have large pores or enlarged pores. Especially with me, I have massive pores on my nose and on my cheek and a bit on my forehead and chin, actually my full face. I've got large pores. And using a primer, it just basically fills in the pores, giving you that flawless base for your foundation to go on top of. And the one that I absolutely love to use is this one. It's the NARS Smooth and Protect Primer, and it's got SPF 50. It just blurs away any pores. It just smooths out your skin, and it's just a really good makeup base. Because sometimes when I don't use this primer, I'll get these like oily beads, like little balls of oil on my nose, and it's just so disgusting to see because it's just really oily, my face, especially my nose area. Let's not even go there because it's that gross with the oil. But using this primer, it just controls that, and I don't get those oily beads on my nose. And I have already done videos about the best primers and the best moisturizers, the best cleansers for oily skin. So I do all of the links for you down in the description box below if you want to go check it out. I've done quite a lot of videos all about oily skin, so yeah, go and have a look. Right, so let's start it off with this NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and there's 45ml in this bottle and it retails for £28. Now, I love this foundation. It's a full coverage formula and it gives me like this instant blurring effect, and a little bit goes a long way with this foundation. You only need like a pea-sized amount, and that is enough. And it gives me a really flawless full coverage matte finish. Even with the one layer, it's so full coverage. It just covers all of my acne scarring. It smooths away my texture. It's like magic. It's really comfortable, it's lightweight, and it just blends so easily, and it looks really smooth on my skin. And it has like an instant blurring effect, and it gives me like, it's like as if I've got an Instagram filter on my skin, and that is how flawless it makes my skin. And what I love about this foundation is that it's got oil absorbing powders in this foundation. So I see it as like a 2-in-1. Not only is it a foundation, but it's also got powders in here. So once I apply it on, it's like as if I've already set it with powder. But with this foundation, when you apply it, it does oxidize. So make sure you give it a good few minutes for it to fully dry down before deciding on your perfect color match. And with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, it does claim to have up to 16 hours of wear. And I've worn this foundation probably up to about 12-13 hours, and let's just say it controls my oils really well. I only have a little bit of oil coming out from my nose and on my cheek area, but other than that, it still looks flawless, like freshly applied. So this controls my oils very well. And I'm in the shade Stromboli, and that's for medium skin with olive undertones. And the next foundation, I've got this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. There's 30ml in this bottle and it retails for £36. Now, where do I start with this foundation? So firstly, it's a really full coverage formula and it's got a natural matte finish. It's so lightweight on my skin and it feels really comfortable. And even though it's so full coverage, it still looks really natural on my skin. It smooths away any pores, any texture, and it gives me like a pore blurring effect. And my skin looks like it's airbrushed. finished. And with one layer of this foundation, it just covers all of my redness and imperfections on my skin. It is oil free, so it's really good for oily skin. And even with the one layer of this foundation, it's so full coverage that I don't even need to use a second layer. However, if there's areas that I do need a bit more coverage, then I will go in with a second layer, but only on the areas that needs it. I just love it. It lasts all day and it controls my oils so well. And what I love about this foundation is that it's a hybrid skincare foundation. So it's got the skincare benefits of a serum. It's just so good on my oily skin. It gives me flawless, poreless looking skin. So I love, love, love this foundation. And I'm in the shade 5.5 Neutral, and that's for medium skin with olive neutral undertones. Right, so on to the next foundation. I've got the Chanel Ultra Le Tint foundation, and there's 30ml in this bottle and it retails for £45. This is like my perfect foundation, and it's definitely one of the best full coverage foundations for oily skin. So it's got a medium to full coverage with a luminous matte finish. It blends flawlessly onto my skin. It looks so natural. It's like as if I've got no foundation on. That's how natural it looks on my skin. And the texture of this foundation is so smooth. It just glides on beautifully onto my skin, and it lasts all day, and it just makes my skin look so flawless, and it controls my oils so well. And it's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores, and it's also oil free, so this is really good for oily skin. Just a beautiful foundation that gives me flawless, perfect looking skin. And I'm in the shade BD31, and that's for light to medium skin with warm undertones. And the next foundation's from one of my favorite brands, Urban Decay. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation, and there's 30ml in this bottle and it retails for £31. Now this foundation is so full coverage, and I mean full coverage. The pigment in this is absolutely insane, and it does remind me a bit of the Estee Lauder Maximum Cover foundation. That's how full coverage it is, but with this one it's slightly a bit more thicker, the consistency and texture, and a little bit goes a long way. And even with the one layer, it just covers absolutely everything on your skin. Covers any redness, any pigmentation, acne scarring, just everything on your skin. That is how full coverage it is, and very long lasting. It goes on so easily onto your skin, and it doesn't enhance any fine lines or wrinkles. I just love this foundation. And because this foundation's so full coverage, I do like to use it on photo shoots and special occasions and special events where I need my skin to have that full coverage. And I'm the shade 5.0, which is for medium skin with soft, warm undertones. And it's definitely one of the best full coverage foundations for oily skin. So yes, thumbs up to this foundation. That's so cheesy. Right, so last but definitely not least, I've got the one and only Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. There's 30ml in this bottle and it retails for £35. Now this is my favourite holy grail foundation, and it just wouldn't be a best full coverage foundations video without this foundation. And I have featured it quite a lot on my channel, where I do a lot of comparison reviews and I compare it against another foundation. So I do a few of those links down in the description box below, so go check it out. So this foundation's available in over 60 shades, and it's a medium to full buildable coverage foundation, and it smooths out my texture and it covers imperfections. It just feels so lightweight and comfortable on my skin. There's no creasing and there's no caking, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines, and it's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog my pores, and it's fragrance free, so it's good especially if you've got sensitive skin. It's really long wearing, and I don't even need to touch it up throughout the day. It gives like a natural matte finish, and it does claim to have up to 24 hours of wear. I've personally only worn it for probably about 12 to 13 hours, maximum tops 14 hours, and it just controls my oils all day and night. It's a foundation that I can rely on and I can count on it. It just never lets me down. And And even by the end of the day, my makeup still looks flawless and I don't even need to touch up my skin. It looks like it's freshly applied. And the thing with this foundation is that it doesn't come with a pump like that, but you can always buy the pump separately from Estee Lauder. And this foundation, it can dry out your skin, so especially if you've got dry or normal skin, make sure that you prep and moisturize and hydrate your skin well before applying this foundation. So I'm in the shade 3W1 Tawny, and that's for medium skin with warm yellow undertones. But yeah, like I said, this video would not be complete without this one and only Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if there's any foundations that you want me to try or review, or if there's any recommendations for me. Just let me know down in the comments below. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that subscribed to my channel, and thank you so much to everyone's support, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Mwah! Bye guys!